Hey guys, it's Michael on YouTube, and it's the beginning of the month, so today I think it's a great opportunity to go over some of the basic facts and tips for anyone who's just starting out, any new subscribers who are just tuning in. So in this video I'm going to cover 15 different tips and facts that I covered in previous videos, and this way in one video you guys can have all the information you need to start trading without falling into any traps or any bad decisions. One thing I always recommend, and I always repeat that when people email me or in my videos, is that I never recommend taking a bonus offer, because a bonus will lock your money with a platform and you'll be required to generate a very high volume of trades before you can request a withdrawal. So I don't recommend doing it. You want to have access to your money at all times. So second tip is make sure the company you're going with is not blacklisted anywhere on the web. You will find many different blacklists. I made one myself based on feedback that I received from people, and I have a clear idea of which brands you should avoid. Now the third tip that I recommend is trade small amounts. Don't enter big trades when you're just starting. Diversify the risk. Trade the minimum. So if the minimum is $10 or $20 per trade, so stick with the minimum until you develop a high rate of success and you feel confident to trade. And a lot of people ask me about the 60-second feature, so I don't recommend using it because it's very difficult to predict the price trend over a very short time frame. Remember that you can always set the expiry for an hour, for a day, and even for a month. So you can set it for as long as you want, and I believe that if you trade on longer time frames, you'll have a much higher success rate. And remember that no matter how long you hold the asset for, you're going to still receive 70-80% on your trade, which is a very high return. So I recommend holding the option for longer time frames, and you'll see a much better success rate. Now the next tip that I have for you is don't sign up with a VIP account. I know that a lot of companies try to get you to deposit between $1,000 to $5,000, and I think that it's a little extreme. If you're just starting out and you don't have a lot of experience, then I think that you shouldn't deposit more than between $100 to $500 depending on your budget. Of course, if you deposit a little more, then you'll be able to diversify the risk better and you'll have more funds to work with and test out different strategies. But there's no use to open a VIP account for $5,000, because what you'll find that even if you sign up with a VIP account, the broker is not going to provide you with advice. They're not going to teach you how to trade. They'll probably walk you through the platform. They might give you signals, but I would highly doubt the signals provided by the broker. So don't go with a VIP account. I don't think that it's worth it. $500 is more than enough, and if you don't have the budget, then start with $100, $200, and if you're really stranded, then you shouldn't trade at all, because binary option is high risk, and even with all the profit potential, you can lose money. But some brokers have a lower minimum, so below the video I'll provide you with some brokers with a $100 minimum and with a demo account, so you can practice and you can try it out. Now a lot of people forget to use financial portals. I think that it's very important. I use Google Finance and sometimes I use Yahoo Finance. Both portals are really good. They provide you with a company snapshot with the company's health, with the stock price for up to 5 to 10 years, so you can backtrack the prices, you can conduct your analysis. It provides you with all the recent news feeds, and also the benefit with the financial portal is that it will list out all the new publications associated with the company. So if you're researching Google, then you'll see every new update, every new article that's posted, no matter which news agency it is. And I also recommend getting familiar with the charts, because you'll find that charts help you identify trends. It's a technical analysis solution, but still, if you combine it with research, altogether you'll do a lot better. And on my new site I made a guide for the double profit strategy with the candlestick charts. Check it out. It's a very simple guide and very simple to apply, and you can learn how to use the candlestick charts. So it's very valuable, and I recommend taking the time, even if it takes an hour, 2 hours to understand how the charts work. Then it's very important that you'll be able to use them. Now once you get familiar with the charts and you know how to apply it with binary options, you should use either web-based free charts, and you can always use the MetaTrader 4, which is a software that you can download free. So either way I recommend using the charts. It's free. And I'll provide you with different links as well below the video, so you can compare the different charting solutions and see which one works best for you. Now like I said, I don't recommend the VIP account, and I also don't recommend paying for signals without testing it out, because there's a lot of signal providers out there. There's so many companies, probably like over 100, and a lot of them offer free trials. So I think that if you sign up with a free trial, at least you can test them out and you can compare, because I know that some services are very good. I reviewed some on my channel. So instead of paying for a monthly subscription without seeing results, you can test it out with a free trial. So I recommend checking it out. I made a list of all the different signal providers. Now when you're trading and you're developing a strategy, no matter if you use technical or fundamental analysis, you want to focus on one or two assets at the most. Don't get scattered around. It's very important that you focus on one asset, so this way you can really analyze all the different factors that affect the price movement, because if you try focusing on 10 different assets, you're going to get lost. So it's important to use a portal. You can focus on one or two assets in one market and develop the strategy around that asset. And for different assets, you'll find that there are different strategies. So if you're not sure which strategy to use with the asset that you're trying to focus on, then email me and let me know, and I'll direct you to the right strategies. Now, a question I get very often is regarding the one-touch feature over the weekend. A lot of you guys are impatient and you don't want to wait for Monday when the markets are closed. But you should know that the one-touch feature is high risk. You can lose all your money that you put on the trade. Of course, you're not going to lose your funds, so it's limited to the amount that you trade. And also, your prediction must take into account that the asset will touch a certain level a few times. I think that ever since I started the channel, maybe 2 traders emailed me reporting that they actually made money with the one touch. So I've never made money with it. I think that it's high risk. It's not recommended, so don't use it. And some platforms offer Middle Eastern stocks over the weekend. So on Sunday, you can still trade Tel Aviv 25 and you can trade Dubai. So you can still trade on Sunday, but you have to know the hours, and not every platform offers the Middle Eastern assets. So if you go with Go Options or any option, you'll have access to Tel Aviv and Dubai. So if you're anxious to trade over the weekend, or if you're too busy during the week, then it's something that you want to consider before you sign up with a company. And the last thing is regarding your deposit amount, because as I said before, I don't think that it's very clever to deposit like $5,000 when you start in exchange for a VIP account, in exchange for anything, bonuses. I don't think that it's worth it. But if you do have the budget, I recommend starting with around $200 to $500. This way you can diversify the risk and you can test out different strategies. But if you're on a low budget or you're just trying to test it out and you're not sure, then you should start with a company that lets you deposit $100. Now, most companies will let you deposit between $200 to $250, but some companies like Empire Option and Go Option will let you deposit $100. And I reviewed both on my channel, so you can check it out. And also below the video, I'll put links to the different reviews and the different resources, so you can check everything out. Okay, I think that this pretty much covers everything. So on my site, I'm going to upload a new blog post with all the different tips and facts. So check it out, and of course, as always, if you have any questions, you're welcome to leave a comment or send me an email. And that's it, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks a lot for watching.